Hello YouTube, it's Yemi here again from SWINGTRADE FX, and I know a lot of you guys have been wondering where I've been over the past 2 months. I haven't really posted anything on my YouTube page. Yes, that is because I've been working behind the scene to give you this content. And in this content, I'm going to be showing you how I was able to turn $100 into $11,000 in just 6 weeks of trading, okay? This is probably going to be the first time ever I'm going to be talking about numbers and showing numbers of this on this channel, because a lot of you guys know I'm really about the education, not the flashy stuff, okay? And in this series, it's going to be 6-part series, each episode representing each week, where I'm going to be diving in details into what we went through, how we went about it, you know, the lessons I learned and everything, okay? Yeah. And the reason why I'm recording this content is because a lot of people have misconception in the forex market that they do not have enough capital. Perhaps that's why they're not successful. But as you all know, my philosophy in trading is very simple. The skill makes the money. The money does not make the money, right? So I've been able to put this into work and back up my statement with action by showing you guys in real time that all you need is the skill and a few $100 that you have in your account to deposit, and you all need to just scale it and trade the right way, okay? So you can literally take a few hundred of your dollars and turn it into thousands of dollars, and you can scale up your portfolio from there. And I'm going to be showing you that right here. And perhaps a lot of you guys are going to be glued to this. And I want you guys to invite your struggling friends who are finding it so hard to find their feet in forex trading to watch this. Perhaps they are going to be encouraged. They are going to see the reality that the skill indeed makes money. So I want you to sit back and relax and enjoy this beautiful content starting from this first episode. Let's go. So welcome back. For the first week of this challenge, I deposited $102 into my account. And the first week, the summary is very simple. I was able to take just 4 trades, and I was able to add a profit of 1,666.24 to my account on just 4 trades. And when you express that as percentage, I'm not really interested in the dollar value. I just want to talk about the percentage so that you can see how amazing, how interesting this is. Express this percentage, we're able to do 1,633.57% in the first week. And at the end of the first week, we're able to take $102 into $1,768. That is insane, right? On just 4 trades. You're going to see that in the next couple of videos right now. And I want you to sit back and I want you to just go into it, because everything was recorded. It's a live account. This is not demo. You're going to see everything recorded live. The proofs are there so that we can be able to filter these out of just the noises on the forex market to see, and for you to understand that this is not a game. It is no gimmicks, okay? And we did not flip account right here. We grew the account systematically, okay? So you don't need to flip an account to actually make a lot of money or to grow your account. So you're going to see that right now. So sit back and relax and enjoy, and let's get into it.
Yeah, so this is my first week. I'm committed to documenting all the trades out and seeing how, so someone can be inspired and see how well it works. Okay, so I had 1:20 at my initial target, but I just closed. The maximum the market came was 1:18, but because I traded my stop loss and I was doing it the right way, I decided I was going to close at the area where the trade gets invalidated, right, which is 1:10. So as much as I was doing that, you know, I needed to close. So yeah, I got this trade off the daily time frame. Okay, so I saw that the market was falling, actually, as you can see. So now that the market is falling, I genuinely believe the market is coming to this level and perhaps to this level, right? So I saw an entry opportunity after the market broke this initial support, because the market had already being on this initial resistance right here, previous support. So I was looking at this point closely that if the market should break this level, then I'm going to be looking to sell further down to this level. So let's look at the 4 hours. So the 4 hours got broken, but I didn't pick my trip off the 4 hours. Then I initially, the only thing I did on the 4 hours is to understand the flow of the structure, right? So I saw that the market was moving in a very beautiful fashion, lower high, lower high. So I identified this lower high. So I kind of understood where the pressure came in from. So all I did was to come to the 1 hour right here. And all I did was understand where the pressure on the 1 hour was coming from. So I knew the pressure. If the pressure continues to hold, we might be having a push to the downside. So on the 30 minutes time frame, I didn't really do much on the 30 minutes time frame. So I came to the 15 minutes time frame. Now on the 15 minutes time frame, remember that this is the area of the upper pressure, right? So at the time, this was the daily system 1.8 level and that area of support, which is a Fibonacci. So it makes it a very strong level. So I was looking for a situation whereby if the market breaks this support, because the market started to reject at the time, so I saw this support and I was looking at something of this fashion that the market is going to get here and give us some kind of retracement. However, if the market does not do that and the market decides to break down below, I'm going to be looking for a pullback and I'm going to be selling, right? So that was my initial bias. So what did the market do? It didn't fail me. The market went to the other way. So the moment the market broke this other way, I knew that, the market was ready. So I waited for an area where I'm going to find an entry. So what was the point of entry for me? The point of entry for me was when the market pulled back right to this point, right? The market touched this downward trend line and, came back and broke it. Not only was it a downward trend line, but it was also the system 1.8 Fibonacci of the last lower high. So I knew the market was ready for the run. So the market broke it and my trade got activated, came in for some retests on Friday due to news and immediately started to, the market started to break. And when the market started to break, I, I wrote this market down and my stop loss was behind every lower high that the market formed. So this was a lower high right here. There's another lower high. And you can see the market came here and made a new lower high. So this was the last lower high so that we can protect our money while we ride it, right? So when the market came back to this level and broke it off, I didn't have a choice but to close my trade. So I targeted 1:20. At most, I came to 1:18. And, I got out at 1:10, which is a very good risk reward, right? So the first trade was able to move me from, so let me 100 to 1 million, right? So this is my focus, right? My target is every week. I want to be able to do 20%, and it's going to take me 52 weeks to get it done, right? By the time you're watching this video, if you want this the programming I made on this and this sheet, you should join my mentorship program, okay? So that you guys can also replicate. And this is just to prove that you don't actually need a lot of money. So my target this week was to have a closing balance of $120, okay? That was my target this week. But now, what have I been able to do? Let's go to my MT4 because there's no game here. I want to show you guys everything. So this is my equity right now. I'm sitting on 348 USD. That means I'm way ahead of my target. So as you can see the account history right now, you can see I just closed this trade right now. As you can see, when it was the time of the trade, 8:02 8:2. This is August 2nd, 19. As you can see, let me show you the time. Let me show you the time so that you can know that it is not a game. Okay, so let me show you the time real quick. So as you can see, let me show you the time real quick. You can see this is 10:18 p.m. local time. I operate with Nigerian time because that's inconsistent with when the London market open, even though I'm in Vancouver. So this is the time 10:18. So I just literally close the trade. So let's go back again. As you can see, the time I close this trade, right, is right here. So you can see right there that I'm not actually playing games with it, right? So the time currently says 10:19, right? As you can see, I closed almost about the same time as well. So please, I'm going to be updating all of this so that I want to just not to prove a point, just to show you guys that knowledge is what really matters. So what does my sheet looks like right now? So if my equity right now is on, let's look at it. If my equity right now is sitting on $348 and I just made $246, that means I made 246% instead of 20%, right? Which takes me really up. So what does it look like right now? Let's go. Like I said, if my balance right now is 348 and what I expect of this week to my closing balance is 20%, that means I've been able to make 246% of my account. Okay, so what does that mean? It's going to definitely have an impact on my sheet. So I'm supposed to have a closing balance of $120, right? So all I'm going to do right now is go to where I fill it in. So my gross profit right now is 246 point 46 0.53 246.53 uh 46.53. So you can see the program has been run on it. It means I made 246.53%. Everything has been updated. Like I said, if you want to get this shit, you will need the programming from me. I made this programming personally for my own use. So, and that's why you can see the number has been updated. So so for week one, I've done 246%. Now, I'm supposed to do 20% right now. So if my closing balance, my new opening balance is 346.53, what does that mean? That means that I've been able to skip week two. I've just my first week trade. That is if I don't find any other trade. I've been able to skip week 3, week 4, week 5, week 6, week 7. Now I'm sitting somewhere around week 8. So I'm like 8 weeks ahead of my target. And guess what? I'm going to 52 weeks. So 8 weeks, I'm like 8 weeks more ahead, or 7 weeks as the case may be. So this is where I'm currently at. Hello. So this is the second trade. As you can see, this is one you should see 9.65. I took my trade exactly at this point. So it's like 1:9.3. I don't wait for the market. I'm not one of those traders who take pride in, oh, I smashed TP. Once the market has moved 90% of my move, I take my profit and, I let it all leave. So this is the second, and how did I get this trade? Very simple. I saw that the market was going on a retracement. I saw that the market was going on a retracement, backward. The market got to this specific point, right? And all of a sudden, the market started to go on this retracement. And as you can see, structure here change. So I necessarily, one of my goal is not to start up the trend, but when the trend starts to extend, I want to be able to join it. So in this case, we have a short-term buy trend. So the moment the market hit this level, I know that this was a very strong area where the buyers will come into the market, right? And I've seen it on the daily time frame that the market needs some sort of like pullback before we continue to, something really like this, or maximum extension to this level, then before we start to, come down to this level. So I saw that happening. So I went to the 1 hour, the 30 minutes to see what's going on. Then I went to the 15 minutes time frame. I looked at the injection of the market right here. So the market, the buyers give us a first phase of injection right here. So the moment the market came back to this level, I saw that they weakened the seller's pressure right here, and everything the market did right here was just the second phase of exhaustion of the market, of the sellers coming right here. So the moment the market gave me this very strong bullish rejection, I got in, and here we are, and we're, I just hit TP on this. So the thing is this, yeah, and this was a 1 ratio 9.65 trade, but I closed at 9 ratio 3.4, 1 ratio 9.34. So the point is this, yeah, the market is very easy, right? And I'm going to show you how much I made on that account right now. So let me show you what it looks like on the MT4 chart. Let's look at our profit. I always like to put the markers on my MT4 so that I can mentally track it. So let's see what we're able to do. We close this trade. As you can see, today is 6th of August, right? You can see 17:59. You can see it right here. You can see the time of when we entered the trade. You can see we just closed the trade right now. It's currently this time right now. So you can see we closed it right now. So what do we have right now as our you can see both orders are on buy 0.09, 0.09. As we go up, we start to we start to increase our lot size based on risk management. I'm trading this with risk management, and I'm not just over trading on entering recklessly. Okay, and what have we been able to do? You can see right here that we have turned the account from $102 to $873. So let's see how much we've been able to. Let's look at the last 3 days, and let's see what we've been able to do in total. Right, we've been able to make 771.64 into the account. So that is about 771, 0.64% of the account. So this is it. We are almost at $1,000. The biggest hurdle is getting the money to $1,000, and now we've been able to pass it. So anything from now on is just going to be so easy for us. I've documented as you can see, our first profit, I've documented it right here. As you can see, this is our net and gross profit. Okay, everything right here has been, I've been able to put everything into my specific system, right? I programmed it for myself. So now, what does it look like?
Hold up, wait. I know you're enjoying this video, but let me take a minute of your time to introduce you to the Swing Trade FX Academy, which is live on www.swingtradefxacademy.com, where we've prepared branded and university-grade courses for you that can literally take you from a beginner to an advanced trader, from unprofitable trader to a profitable trader. And don't just take our word for it. You can go on the website to see tremendous testimonials we've recorded from students who have become profitable and consistently profitable from our bootcamp series, for students who have gone to pass multiple prop firms, and specifically a student that turned $90,000 into $1 million within the space of 1 year. It's all on the website. And perhaps you're watching this video right now, you're thinking, I'm doing a big deal by taking $100 to $11,000. No, you can do it as well. And that is why you should click on the link in the description. You should get signed up. And for folks that are looking for a community of traders to join in, I'm proud to tell you that we've created a product, which is the Swing Trade War Room, that I will be trading live, where I'm going to be showing you why I entered a trade, why I exited a trade, why I analyzed the trade, where I analyze, where you're going to have a direct live and immersive experience with me, me being the trader in the room, and where everyone can learn with me, and most importantly, learn on why I take my trades and master my psychology. So you can also sign up in the community as well. And I want you guys to click on the link in the description to just check out all the great stuff that we have on the website. Thank you so much. Enjoy this video.
Now we are already at what? $873, right? Now let's look at our forecast for this week. For this week, I was only supposed to make my gross that I was targeting this week was supposed to only be $122.4, right? Because I was targeting 20% per week, but we ended up doing how many percent per week? Let us look at the actual. We ended up doing 756%, and the week is only just starting. Am I going to enter another trade? If I see any trade, yes, I'm going to get into it, but I'm not in a rush, right? Because now what I'm supposed to be doing in how many weeks from now, I'm supposed to be on the target of week 12 is what I've been able to hit on the first week. So it's looking really good for me. There's no pressure to get into any trade. So I'm just going to keep updating this so that someone can see and understand that the skill is what really matters and not the money. Thank you so much. Okay, so this is my third trade that I just exited. Um, my target was this point, but I exited manually, and this actually shows like dexterity in my dexterity and flexibility in my ability to understand that the move may be over, and for me to objectively say, what, I'm going to take my profit at that level and not minding how much I had in mind as my target, which is a very rare skill for many traders to understand. Okay. When I'm on a challenge like this, money isn't my focus, but rather the process, the trade, everything is in my focus, right? So I've closed this trade already. In fact, I'm already on a buy trade on this very good pair. You probably are going to see that on my next trade review. So I entered this trade, based on the fact that I had a very strong level where I believe the market could reject right here. And I saw that the market actually rejected this first touch, second touch, third touch, fourth touch, broke right here and broke back into this level. So I had two targets. I had this target in mind because I know this was very strong level, because I know the market retracement is still ongoing, right? We are still on an I recognize that we're still on an on a retracing market, right, before the major push. Yes, the major push is still coming, but it's not yet done, so you don't want to rush in. But the moment I saw this, I saw it as an opportunity, perhaps just in case the market changed at that point. So I got into that opportunity. I got in when I saw the first sell to the downside from this very strong level. Then I saw the market came back. I wanted to enter here, but I didn't enter, right, from a place of experience. So I allowed the market came right here. The market was coming back right here. I got in somewhere around this point, and the market did a very strong sell. At the maximum, I saw a very good profit, but I don't really care about that. I just want to make sure I do the right thing and let the market, you know, pay me as a byproduct. I'm not focused on profit on this challenge. I'm focused on just expressing the skill to the best ability it can. So the moment I saw that the market was made this move to this level, I saw this trend line, and I was like, if the market should break this trend line, then we're gonna keep selling, right? And I had my initial target right there. But if the market doesn't do that and it rejects, so the moment the market starts to reject, I close this trade and I got out. So let's go to my M24 account right now. So you can see my MT4 account right now. I'm already on a buy, but let's see the trade we just closed. Let me see custom period just today. So yes, I was able to close $115.68, which is like 13% of my account on that trade, even though it didn't hit my target, but this was really good. And as you can see, I'm maintaining like risk. I'm in between shooting for more at the same time being very conscious of my risk. So the market is currently sitting at 989.3. This is on day 3 of my challenge. So and this is still the first week. Okay, so we're sitting at 989.36. This is about, I don't know. I'm gonna check in with it right now. So let me get into my sheet to update that. So whatever we have right here, plus hold up, plus how much do we say we make the other time? Let me check the M24 again. I'm making this as transparent as it can get so that you guys can understand that this is not a game. 115.68, and you guys can see that it is very possible. So let's go and fill it in. 115.68 plus 115.68. So beautiful. So we've been able to gross about 869.92 percent of our accounts, on just the first week. The week is not done. I know that there are still going to be more trade opportunities in the market. So now I'm sitting down on 989. Now, when you look at the forecast, I'm already around 13 weeks. So I'm like 13 weeks ahead of my target, right? So what I should be making in 13 weeks is what I made right now, okay? And I filled it right there. You can see I'm taking all my trades and I'm documenting like everything. So I'm currently on a trade right now. I would love to see how this trade goes. It's already putting us above 1,000 already, so let's see how this trade goes. And if this trade hit take profit, it's going to take us higher. And I'm going to be reviewing on the next trade. Okay, so this is my 4th trade that I picked on this beautiful. I don't call it challenge anymore. It's a testimonial, okay? Because this is definitely going to hit. I'm definitely gonna hit my target, and this is just a proof to people that forex is not a scam, okay? And when you have the right knowledge, everything else works. So this was a trade I took, and I'd already closed right at the highest point right here. I took my take profit right here for me. So the market had eat my take profit on this trade. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just trying to review to see what had happened. So remember that on my last trade, I mentioned I was going to take this trade. If you've been following this series, because this is gonna, if you're watching this now, you are just getting the recording. This is me documenting every part of the journey. So I mentioned that I was going to find my entry right at this level, and yes, I did find my entry at that level. And what really happened? Nothing much to look at right here than just the market still still in a continuation of this retracement that we have right here. So the market is retracing, and now we found a very good level where the market. So this is more going to be more of a story because I'm using just one pair. This is the only pair I trade, the GJ. So I found this retracement. When you come to the 4 hour time frame, you're going to realize that everything the market is doing is just a retracement. The structure and the trend is still to the downside, as you can see, right there, as you can see, still to the downside, right? So everything the market is doing is still retracement, right? When you bring this out, you can see clearly that all of this is still retracement, and eventually the market is going to drop down to this point, right? So it's very imperative for you to know what you're trading. It's very imperative for you to know the direction of the market you're trading. So let's get to the 1 hour time frame. So on the 1 hour time frame, I saw that the market had gone to this level. Remember that I took a trade, my last trade, I made about $115 on it, which was about 13% of my total account at the point in time, which was a very good return actually. I got into this point right here and, I pushed it forward. So the moment the market got to this point, I closed the market. So what was my basis of entry? And this is a very key level. You can see in the graphs, it is giving us a very strong area of rejection. So I was of the opinion that the market is going to reject. And I came to the 15 minutes time frame, also along the line of the trend line. And once the market gave me that rejection, I took my entry right here for a trade of about, initially I was targeting about 1:3 point, but I closed at 1:2.6. I believe, sorry, not 2.6, about 2.59, which was a very good one for me. I was just good with it, right? So it shows you how flexible I am with actually getting in and out of the market, right? And I'm going to show you a few things, okay? So that you guys could see, perhaps by the end of this, I'm gonna attach the my FS book data to it so that you can see my exit accuracy, right? So I'm very flexible with my trade. I'm not one of those traders that take pride in the market hitting their TP for ego reasons. Once the market gives me a very good profit and the momentum of the market isn't looking nice, I get out. You see, if you must be successful in this game, you must actually have your head in the game, right? What do I mean? You should know when a move is necessarily not going to move in your favor as much again and get out. Or perhaps you should know when a move is like just exhausted, right? You don't want to waste time in the market, right? So you're not going to see me reviewing this trade, but anything you can pick out from my psychology, I think it is worth it for you. However, if you're watching this, you can't do it alone. Trust me. It took me 8 years to get here. You would need a mentor actually. And I'm just putting it out here so that I show you guys that many of you guys have been spoon fed with a lot of bad information. Okay. And all you need are the simple things, no indicators, nothing, So yeah, now, let me tell you some things I experienced with this trade. When the market was coming right here, and I found my entry right here, the market went in profit, and I was available to see when the market came in right here. Now, this is the point where many traders panic because now the market was just a few pips away to my stop loss. But then there are certain things that I see. There are certain principles upon which I'm trading on. I'm not just trading because of candlesticks. I'm trading specific principles. And that was what guided me in setting my stop losses. Sometimes you see my stop losses like tiny. Sometimes you see, depending on the trade condition, you're going to see my stop loss considerably, I'm going to put it considerably, big, but still within the framework of my risk reward. Like for example, this trade is 2.59, which is good. If the trade is not 1:2, I'm not gonna trade it if it doesn't give me at minimum, 1:2. And you can see I've been doing massive returns on this trade, 1:17, 1:8, and all of these. This is my fourth trade, right? So there are certain reasons why I set my stop loss where I set it, right? And you can see it worked. The market got right here. I went to sleep. When I woke up, the market was here. And here is where we are right now. So now let's go to my Excel sheet. Okay. So right now I've actually imputed that. So the last profit was 778, which I'm going to show you on. Let me first share the MT4 to you first so you can see right here. This was the trade. I closed on two positions. My risk on this trade was 30%. I needed to take that high risk for the early stage, but the high risk must be met with accuracy. If not, you're going to blow your account. That's why you need knowledge actually. So I made 387.47 on one entry and 394.81. Both of them is about 778, right? And you can see the balance of the trade right now. I'm not in any trade right now. Literally from Monday, I've been able to take this account from 102 to 1,768.2 USD. So we're gonna look at the profit now. Look at the profit right here. The what is the gross 778? So all of this is still within the framework of the week one. So I've been able, my target was supposed to be 20%. I've been able to do 1,606.24%, right? I have my FS book right here that shows, the trade right here, but then we're gonna get to it. Ignore this right here because I started, this was an account that that was abandoned, and I picked it again. So when you check the history, you can see the trade. This was where we deposited 102, so that you can see that we're not actually making anything up. And this has been the trade. You can see my risk reward 1:8, 1:7, 1:7, 1:8, 1:10, 1:17. This is a big boy game. Okay, this is a big boys game, right? This is not a joke. It's a big boys game. Okay, look at the reward I'm going in for, right? It's crazy. It's crazy. You can't do this. You can't fake this or make this up. You need to have the knowledge. Look at my entry accuracy: 94%, 91%, 89, 87, 87, 89%. My entry accuracy is insane. Look at the skill level, right? Exit accuracy 65, 65, 199, 54, 52, beautiful. My exit accuracy means that I do not wait for the market to hit that TP area before I exit, right? I don't care about that, right? This entry accuracy is what you should look out for. You get what I mean? And look at the percentage of our account we've been doing. Look at the duration of some of this trade. So let's see how we go as they update it. As you can see, this is a live account, by the way, right? This is a live account. Let me show you so that you can see. You can see this is a live account. This is a live account. Do you see 2500 47957? So let's go to our MT4 and see our MT4. You can see this is also a live account, the same account, 2500477957 high C market. So we can't make this up. So yeah, I'll keep updating. So the biggest lesson on this trade is very simple. Be confident. Be very, very confident in your trading. Be very, very confident in your entry, right? As at the time when the market was coming down to this level, many people would have panicked out, right? Only for the market to pick that up, and it's still gonna get to this point, but I'm good with whatever it is, right? If I got into that point, probably I would have taken this account to $2,000. That's like 2,000%, but I'm still grateful for what I have, right? I'm not focused on the money. I don't want greed to take over, so that's why you have to think in terms of percentage. Doing 1,666% in 4 days is actually a different level of skill. So let's see how it goes. Next trade, I'm gonna hit you up. God bless you.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I know a lot of you guys by now are inspired. First, that you don't need to trade a lot, right, to make big results. And secondly, I don't want you to focus on the dollar sign. I mean, it's really so amazing to turn $102 into $1,768 in the first week without actually scalping, right? That's inspiring. But one thing that is more inspiring to me is the number of percentage we did. 1,633% in a week is actually crazy. It's amazing, right? And I want you guys to know that you guys can do it too. And that is why you should check the link in the description to enroll in my course and mentorship, right? Every investment you invest in yourself in this industry is worth it, provided you are with the right mentor. You guys can do what I'm doing too. You guys can do it too, right? It's not much of a big deal. It's just your ability to understand how to look at the market, how to find your entry, and how to find your exit, right? And I want you to please stay in the loop because the next episode is amazing. There's so much to learn on episode 2, which is the second week, because we hit that excitement level because of our first week performance, and we brought that into the second week and we became reckless and we actually lost big, right? But then, how did we bounce back of this big loss? How did we maintain our poise after we figured out what was going on? That is what you're going to be learning on the second episode. So if you enjoyed this, I want you to like, share, drop your comment. Let me see what you think. And please subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you so much, and God bless you.